I was afraid I might get drunk like Amy Winehouse. So I just wanted to make sure I got it right. And not only that, but I know that if I mess this up, I will never hear the end of it from Karen. Just like when growing up with her, I would never hear the end of it if I ever forget to get her a birthday cake. So on that note, Larry, I'm getting you a birthday cake. You can put it in the freezer, just in case, okay?
It was the air. There was air.
But anyways, I want to thank everybody for coming. I'm sure it means a lot to the bride and the groom and to the entire family for everybody to be here today. And I know this is a relatively small group of people, but the bride and groom told me that they wanted it to be this way. They specifically chose all of you here today because you've all played a part in their lives and they wanted to celebrate this day with each and every single one of you. And as you can see, Karen and Larry are not the most traditional people. There is no breaking of the glass. There is no mazel tov. There is no lasso or coin ceremony. Instead, they chose me to be the maid of honor, which I am very privileged to be here. And Emilio is the bridesmaid. And my brother just married Karen and Larry, which is awesome. He did a great job, bro. But you know what? Then again, Karen, as soon as she asked me to be the maid of honor, she's like, "You better give me a speech on my wedding day, okay? And you better plan me a bachelorette party." So yeah, it's a little bit confusing, but alas, what you do see here though is a symbol of love. Two people that have met each other through chance, that have come together today to show everyone that they're happily in love. But what the hell is love anyway? Some philosophers have defined love as a serious mental disease and some sort of madness that makes you do stupid and dangerous things, while Greeks define love as being somewhere between kinship, friendship, sex, and romance. Others say that love is a relative term that could only be defined individually by how someone shows it, whether it's through words, through physical touch, through acts of service, giving gifts, or spending quality time. But I'll tell you what I have seen between Karen and Larry. It is dropping everything you're doing because your partner wants to go on a Pokemon raid. It is driving out to San Diego for a day because your partner's just having a craving for fish tacos. It is staying patient and being a good listener because your partner is stressed out after working a 60-hour-long week. It is going out of your way and asking for your partner's hand in marriage, even though you don't follow cultural traditions. It is believing in your partner when they don't believe in themselves. It is being able to look within yourself and question everything that you know for the sake of making your relationship stronger. Does this all sound pretty crazy? Maybe like the Pokemon raids, right? But regardless, Karen and Larry constantly make selfless acts to make each other happy and always strive to understand and be there for one another. And not only love, but what is this thing called marriage and why do people do it? They say that marriage is a union between two people that is built on trust and commitment through sickness and health until death do them part. Man, has this been a complicated and confusing thing to understand, especially when you come from a family of divorce, growing up around people who are dishonest, and where old patterns of self-destruction and betrayal repeat themselves. It can make you think twice about commitment. It can make you have doubt. It can make you feel scared of being vulnerable, and it can make you run away from really good things. But you know what? Karen and Larry have chosen to go against all that. They have chosen to break old patterns and build a solid partnership. And after all, isn't life about choices? You know, you can choose to repeat old patterns. You can choose to stay away from those things that you fear. Or you can take risks. You can face your fears and your demons and work towards discovering your best self and allow others to love you for exactly who you are. So what I see here today are two trailblazers who are calling their own shots and who are creating their own meaning of marriage and are building their own family. I see a relationship that's built on trust, respect, understanding, and acceptance. And after all, isn't that what marriage is all about? So to my sister Karen, my one and only little sister, I know I was a pain in the ass to grow up with, girl. I still hear you bringing up how I would chase you around the house and threaten to cut off all your hair. Or telling you that I was adopted and I was gonna get shipped away. Or even farting on your pillows before you went to sleep. But even though I came off as a butthead growing up, through all my life, all I ever wanted was to protect you. All I ever wanted was to keep you safe. And all I want for you now is to be happy. And even though this feeling might never go away, I see how happy you guys are together. And I feel a sense of relief every time I see how Larry looks at you. And as for you, Larry, all I can say is that I feel pretty fortunate that I not only see you as a cuñado, but I see you as a brother. And it's an honor to officially welcome you to the family. So I want everybody to raise a glass. I don't know if everybody has a drink in front of them, but I want to make a toast. So here's to choices, to taking control of your life, to living the life that you choose to live, and to finding the courage to love ourselves and allowing ourselves to be loved by others. So cheers to Karen and Larry Jarrell. We love you.
Cheers!
So whoever wants to come up and make a toast, I'll come in and